云林科技大学杨校长，还有我们今天研讨会的主持人焦景福焦教授，以及来自韩国的贵宾金光准总裁，还有沈东炫教授，以及所有参加今天研讨会的学者专家各位贵宾、各位同学，大家平安。首先呢，要非常感谢我们王美心教授的邀请，让我有机会亲自来欢迎远从韩国来的2位贵宾金教授以及金总裁以及沈教授。同时呢，向所有参加今天这个翻转化学教育、生活化学以及科技专利布局决赛的研讨会的所有的这个学者专家以及各位同学，来向你们致意。那这个翻转的教育呢，是从2007年呢开始被推广。顾名思义呢，它是颠覆了一般传统的教学的模式，就是以学生为中心的教学的样貌，启发学生他们学习的动机。那最重要的呢，是将学生他们的知识能够深化为他们的能力。智慧财产权是一个兼具法律以及其他各种不同专业领域特色的一个观念。身为一个现代的科技人，除了需要具备属于技术性的专业的技能之外，还要具备足够的这个智慧财产权的观念，保护珍贵的科技的结晶，让自己的研究成果呢能够资本化，将研究的成果转化为企业的获利的能力。那获取足够的这个经济利润，不仅仅呢是鼓励这个研发的工作，也能够让研发的人员获得足够的资金，可以有足够的资本来作为下一次研发的经济的后盾，开创更多新的蓝海的领域，也追求企业的永续经营以及成长。希望借由本次的研讨会，能够提升我们学生的学习自主的能力，同时呢，将生活化学、材料科技以及智慧财产权能够相结合，经由研究实务化，使得学术呢能够更接近于产业。那最后呢，也预祝本次的研讨会能够圆满顺利，也带动材料科技以及化学研究的蓬勃的发展，同时呢，能够强化台湾的知识的软实力。再一次的祝福我们今天的研讨会顺利圆满成功，所有的贵宾、各位学者专家、各位同学平安喜乐，谢谢各位。
恭请我们云科大的大家长杨校长。
President Kim and Professor Sen from Samsung, thank you for your consent to speak as our keynote speaker for this small conference. 县长还有各位的这个师长，大家晚安哈。今天这个是一个比较综合型的一次的研讨会哈。其中也会讨论到化学，也会讨论到材料的一个教育。那同时也会有学生的论文的口试，然后我们还有一个研讨会会讨论整个一个专利布局哈。那云科大在应该是下个学期，我们现在已经是在教育部奉准我们成立叫未来学院。We have a very special distinguished wish. Somebody close the door. 然后这个未来学院是云科大未来的一个5年发展的一个重点比如说我就想说应该在韩国也有，在日本也有，就是说他们把，比如说在日本有一家叫做北陆尖端科技大学，它原来学校有3个学院，一个是材料学院，一个是资讯学院，还有一个叫知识学院。那他现在把这个3个学院整并，那么成为就全部整并完以后，他学校重新规划出9个所谓的跟世界潮流、趋势科技对接的学位学程。那这个学校它并没有大学部，它是一个研究型的这个大学。然后其中有一个叫 entertainment， Korea we all know that Korea, the game, video game, TV game, is very famous in the world. Japan is also very good at that kind of digital game. But 是大家不知道 in Taiwan we have also very good, actually 5D game production in Taiwan. 但是 but we don't have the profession to train that kind of person. 我们并没有这样的一个专业。所以在云科大这个未来学院也称它有一个面向，因为它要产学合作，所以它也叫云科工研院。那我们已经开始汇集很多的这个专业的教师团队，教师的专业团队，那么它会针对所谓的趋势科技，那么会去发展课程，然后同时也会去冲所谓的产学合作，然后也会带领学生走上这样的一个专业的一个路。那我现在在看我们的这个，因为科法所这边的这个团队，像气管，他们有那个科技管理。那以前我记得有一个离开的老师叫什么耿元嘛，他就是专利的。其实像现在这个专利这一件事情，它应该在学校它要变成是一个通识课程，然后它也有一些专业的一个课程那么应该是让全校每一个系所的一个学生都了解，因为现在世界已经变成是这个样子所以说你这个科技发展的忙了个20年，头抬起来，人家都已经弄完了，那你真的是会昏倒。任何一个科技发展，大概现在首要的事情是要去了解有没有相关科技，它现在在世界上已经有多少人在布局了，要不然这个真的是会忙了半天，然后真的是就一个事情也不能做。那今天真的是非常高兴，也非常荣幸，我们这个材料所这边可以有这样子的这个一个研讨会，那我们敬祝今天的这个研讨会顺利成功。也敬祝所有的这个贵宾、所有的师长、所有的同学，身体健康，万事如意。然后新的年度一定要功课要好，然后身体要健康，老师事业要发达。谢谢大家，谢谢。
现在邀请我们的副校长苏纯珍副校长，他是我们人文学院的大家长，帮我们说几句话。
杨校长、李县长、President Kim and Professor Sim， 各位老师、各位同学，大家午安首先 I'd like to thank you again for two distinguished guests come all the way from Korea to share the Samsung experience with us. I'm sure we will must have a lot to gain from your talk, and we really appreciate your coming, especially such a long way and in such a cold weather. They told me that Korea is -11 right now. Okay, so it's kind of warm here. 所以谢谢啦，就是说还是感谢我们今天材料所王老师还有各位老师安排这样的一个活动其实整个大学这个外在的环境不断在改变那我们整个大学的教学或是整个功能也不断在变化，所以今天我想材料所可以办这样活动，就是我们在大学翻转教育在因应外在变化的一个很好的范例我们可以把一个课程的教学能够融入演讲，能够融入我们的这个论文的发表，甚至我们专题的竞赛我想这都是在学校里面不断在尝试，在鼓励老师还有学生不断去改变的一些地方。那我们今天真的很难得，同学也蛮多的希望各位能够在这个活动里面学到很多，也预祝各位今天晚上的活动圆满成功谢谢各位。
It's really a great privilege and honor to be here. I want to start by thanking Governor, also the university president, and also vice president, and other distinguished scholars and professors who joined us this evening.
金光准 理事长呢，今天非常感谢大家的莅临，包括县长、校长、副校长、各位教授、各位老师、各位同学的这个莅临。
Yeah， 我说汉语有点，so I ask Professor Wang to translate for me. Sorry about that. Next time I'll be better.
他说呢，他今天他中文有限，下次他会用中文讲。
The previous speaker said, we are, by the way, both of us are very happy to be here, and I see many young faces. We are very happy to be here. And do you know why we are happy? Well, previous speaker said Korea is kind of cold. It's not that bad. It's only about -11 degrees.
他说他今天来这很高兴，那除了看到大家年轻的大家非常开心外，还有就是天气非常好，因为他们那只有-11度。
Tomorrow morning about -15 degrees.
明天大概就是9到15度吧。
Not too bad.
他觉得来这里其实真的。
So we are very happy to be here.
他们很高兴来这里，像天堂一样。
So without much ado, I'm now I am now head of the Korea Innovation IP Technology Platform.
其实他这个月呢被新指派了一个任务，就是他是这个韩国知识产权平台的一个领导。
And I'd like to have a great relationship going forward with all the distinguished scholars and the school.
那他希望以后跟大家有持续的一个学术交流。
Professor Wang asked me to share insights we both gained through our experiences. I was an executive with Samsung Electronics. I was also general counsel at Samsung Display.
那其实金主席呢，他除了有很多的学位，大家看到对不对？然后又念了法学位，然后他是三星的这个副总裁，还是三星的法务长，三星电子、三星显示器。
So if you want to ask me whether I was involved in Samsung Apple fight, yes, I was involved.
那启动这个手机大战、全球大战就是他。
But that's not what I want to talk about, because this is a leading technology university, and I want to share something bigger than that.
他说呢，他其实要讲一个更远大的一个愿景给大家看，不只是手机大战。
Sorry. Korea, if you look at 3 countries in Asia, Korea, Japan, China, and not 3 countries, 4 countries, Taiwan, we share a lot of things. We share cultural roots, we share language roots, we share a lot of things.
他说呢，亚洲的这4个国家，我们不只是文化相同、语言相同，很多事情我们都有一个共同的始祖开源。
I was honored to hear some of we had dinner with your professors, and some of the professors told me they are amazed by the development and progress that Korea has made.
那他刚刚晚餐跟我们的郑老师做了很多的交流，那么郑老师很赞叹韩国在短期间在全球的一个发展。
I am grateful for that too.
他很感谢郑老师的赞赏。
But I don't want to be just flattered. I want to be challenging myself and ourselves and you.
他说呢，他其实想跟大家挑战一下你对很多事情的看法，除了大家彼此。
If you look at the gap between the West and East about some decades ago, 40, 50 years ago, and look at the gap now, is it getting smaller? Yes, it is.
他说，大家回想40、50年前东方西方的差异跟现在的差异，这个差距是不是越来越小？
Some years ago, decades ago, Korean leaders decided how do we narrow the gap between Korea and the West cutting edge leading countries.
他说呢，其实20年前，韩国的领导他们的政府就开始思考，怎么样把这个差距缩小。
Let me ask you, how would you do that if you are the president of your country or Korea?
他说，如果你是韩国的总统，你该怎么办？可以很快让韩国迎头赶上全世界。
How would you do that? They solve this problem, very simple solution, very simple philosophy. They wanted Korean people to work long hours.
他
with lower pay.
他说呢，以前韩国政府想的跟我们就很像，希望你工作时间很长，薪水很低。
It's a simple recipe that worked. It's a simple recipe being repeated in everywhere in China, including China.
他说呢，这个方式在很多个开发中国家都是这样在做的。
Now, where is Korea now? Korea has reached a point where we cannot do that anymore.
但是韩国现在见识到、理解到一件事，不能够再用这样低薪高工时的。
We cannot catch up with those. Sorry, I'm racing. She told me finish everything by 15 minutes. And she's waiting too. So sorry. So if you don't mind, so Korea is at a point where we cannot catch up, and we do not want to catch up with the West or overtake with the West with old simple formula, which is long hours and lower cheap labor.
但是现在韩国的领导理解到一件事，再也不能用这种传统的方式。我们不是要超越西方，我们也不是要用这种低工资高工时的方式来继续做一个前进的方向。
So we are really at a big crossroads where we have to make countries' fortunes or break it. We have to figure out something else.
如果我们现在要让韩国的经济再有一次的挑战、爆发性的成功，我们真的好好思考一下该怎么办。
Well, I don't have answers for you. I have my personal opinion about that, but I want to challenge you guys because Taiwan will be at that crossroads pretty soon too.
他说呢，他有他个人的看法，但是他不知道这是不是就是解决方案。但他今天要挑战大家是，今天台湾也面临相同的问题，大家如果是领导人，你会怎么想做？
One of your professors told me during dinner that he saw some professional vocational college in Korea being named and turned into a robotics school.
然后他现在说呢，很多的这个韩国的这个教育现在都进去很多有关于机器人产业。
We need better education. We need to catch up with better education and better minds.
他说呢，我们现在有更好、更优质而且更好的一个思考方式。
We are pretty much done with the physical battle. We now have to compete with our minds and mental ability.
他说我们不再只是竞争劳力，我们要竞争脑力、智力。
Let me share one example because you said Samsung. I want to say something about Samsung and let me go down take the baton to Professor Shim. The people ask me many questions, but this same question pops up every time I see students like yourself, young faces.
他经常被人家问很多的问题，那就像各位年轻的你们。
You know what that is? Every time they they ask me, what is the recipe or secret of Samsung's success?
每个人都问三星成功的秘密跟秘诀到底是啥？
My answer has been very simple. It's one single solution, one single consistent answer.
他总是给一个非常一致性的答案。
It's very simple. See if you can match it.
他说：“你们猜猜看，很简单。”
So does anybody know when was Samsung? This is right now. It has the name Samsung Electronics, but it wasn't like that. If you remember, it started as Samsung Semiconductor. Remember that? When was that? Well, it was like 45, almost 50 years ago. Samsung started as Samsung Semiconductor. The
他
name.
说4、50年前，其实三星不叫三星电子，三星叫三星半导体。
Something like 1976, 1970 something.
那是1996年左右。
Well, after our chairman, the then chairman Lee, founded the company, Samsung Semiconductor, do you know how many years he lost money straight?
他说呢，在他们的领导人，第一代领导人
Have
在
any
这
clue?
之前有多久？
Anybody take a guess?
你猜他赔了多少年前才开始赚钱？猜？10年、20年
Samsung Semiconductor made
？About 10 years ago.
okay. Samsung Semiconductor made their first profit in 1994.
他们一直 到1994年才开始获利。
How long was Mr. Lee losing money?
那他猜一下，那个李总裁赔了多少年的钱？
Let me ask you, if you are the CEO, if you have your own money, have invested money in a company, and start losing money for 30 years now? Was it 20 years? 20 years. Can you do that? Would you do that?
他说，如果你连续赔20年钱，你还会投资这个产业吗？
That's very simple recipe. Do you think the Wall Street can do that?
你觉得华尔街会投资这样的产业吗？
No way, right? So amazingly, this simple formula is being repeated today.
他说，这个坚持，这个坚持的精神，
How? When time is tough, the business is going down. What does Samsung do?
他说，当生意不好，然后三星在做些什么？
They build bigger plants. They put in more money.
他说，他们更多的投资，更多的研发。
Do you know what other people do when things get tough? Do you know when semiconductor companies start losing money, they lose big because their companies, factories are amazingly big.
他说呢，那至于其他的产业是怎么办？如果一直亏钱的时候，大家会怎么办？
They start firing people. They scale back their investments. Samsung goes the other way.
他说，当别人开始裁员关厂的时候，三星做其他的事，继续投资，继续做研究。
So it's just one aspect of Samsung. It's very easy, isn't it? So you have a long-term vision, and I recommend in your own personal life have a long-term vision with your own personal career. Don't fret. You don't have to fret. You have a long life in front of you, probably longer than me.
他说呢，其实有一件事就是坚持。那你的人生很长，你要远大的志向，而且你有比他更久的未来在等待着你。
So if I were you, I'll have a long-term vision, long-term plan, and I'll execute it.
他说呢，如果他是你的话，他会有一个长远的计划，不断的投资自己，不断的努力。
So with that, I wanna close my remarks. I really appreciate your attention, and I'm really glad to be here, especially it's a very warm evening.
他说呢，他今天非常高兴来跟大家分享他的一些心得见解，在这个美好的夜晚。那谢谢大家。
I thank everybody, and it's been real pleasure and honor to be in front of you tonight.